All right, Existential Kink, Carolyn Elliott. The whole premise is Carolyn gives us this invitation to give ourselves permission to find pleasure in the parts of us that still feel fragmented, which are the shadows, right? Shadow is still light, it's just fragmented light. And so, whatever your relationship is with your shadow work, it is unique to you. There is no template for this. But I appreciate the idea, the medicine of integration. And as you know, I love pushing the sensual somatic practice, not just in sitting and masterclass and yoga in theory, but like in life as a livelihood. And integration is my jam. So human design, and the gentleman that I just want to give gratitude for the couple of videos that inspired me to deep dive into my own stuff. But what is human design? Let me back up. I used to teach human design and also offer sessions in my relocation from Dallas to LA. And this was one of the ways that I was able to stay connected to my clients there. And I used human design personally as a practice for myself and my girls, but also offering this to the community at large, that it's okay for us to be scholars of ourselves. Human design combines the I Ching, astrology, the Kabbalah system, but the lens is that this divine technology is going through 9 energetic centers, not just 7 chakras, but the 9 energetic centers. And so it is mapping out personality, design, characteristic, motor, authority, what you came in with, why you're here, how you're here, all of that. All right. Now, combining the 3, existential kink, shadow work, human design, I found the channel, and this is where the guy pulled a thread for me in like, what is your EK? I love abbreviating things, but what is your existential kink around the thing that still feels like a challenge or shadow? Something that, for my Bible girlies, that is a thorn in your side, right? And how do you integrate that? How do you not punish yourself? How do you, not compare and not compete and make this an outside-inside thing, but like internally integrate and accept everything? So he did a beautiful job of, for example, finding the challenge or the channel rather of struggle, or the channels of challenge. There are certain gates and channels that run through your human design chart that will tell you have an open channel, you have a divine channel. And this is why this theme is showing up for you, not in theory, but like this is your design. This is your identity, the way that your bloodline manifests through you. So it's also connected to family pathology. So do your research. Okay. Do your research. Continue to research. Yes, Chi Chi and Claudine can help you. That's ChatGPT and Claude, okay? But as I'm going to keep saying in all of my, don't be afraid to research, to study, to take notes, to look up books, to go get a free library card, and just actually sit amongst books and smell. Okay, you get what I'm saying. There's some things that came up for me that I absolutely adore, especially when I'm in a space, in a season where I can really just pour into myself. because I'm in my own energy. Mothers, partners, caretakers, it is a non-negotiable necessity for your existence that you find time to carve out time, demand time. I'm saying non-negotiate time, but also having this conversation with your family, with your partner, with your community at large, that this time, even if it's a moment of silence, that's yours, right? Anyway, I'm gratitude for this season of time with myself. And so one thing I love to take advantage of with time with myself is going deeper into myself, learning myself, studying myself. I think there's a wave of, maybe this came in the panini around 2020, right? You know what I'm referring to? And we were sort of thrusted in or forced to be in the digital world more than we anticipated. And so the habitual behavior of watching others, analyzing, creating think pieces about, others' lives and choices and decisions, and like getting riled up and really is, I believe, television, right, is really just manifested its way through this screen. That's also, in a sense, not just telling a vision, but stealing a vision. And this sort of, pick me, compete, compare energy that kind of goes around in the media of socials, okay? There is always an opportunity to find light in anything, especially the shadow. So I like to take the privilege that I'm afforded when I'm in my own energy. Nobody's calling me mama, honey, lover. No one needs anything from me. Kira gets to deep dive into Kira. Not just what my desires are, but why I desire what I desire. And then how do those desires shift each season? I'm taking us back to Existential Kink, Human Design, and Shadow Work. Don't worry, we're just taking a long walk, okay? To this point, I say, be open to, yes, take inspiration from these different platforms, not so much so to see yourself in something else, in something that's said, done, something you hear, but maybe to open up parts of you that you haven't really sat with for a long time, if at all, right? So I like to dive deeper into myself, like to learn myself. I think continuing to court ourselves, because desires change each season, each quarter. And you are allowed to learn what you want, but also to change your mind depending on where you are with yourself. So, Existential Kink, there's a couple of things I'm going to offer you where I found myself, like really in the deliciousness of this offering. Look at your open centers. Look at where your magnetism is in your human design. Look at your defined centers. You want to look at your open centers. You want to look at your defined centers. Your open centers is going to be where you are more susceptible to outside influence. Your defined centers are putting you in the apex of identity. This is your design. Defined design. Here's your power. Here's your motor. Here's your authority. And my magnetism through this offering, I found lives in the channel of being, and it is defined for me, 3410. It is the channel of living love. Wow. Being so embodied in who I am that my life force itself becomes the offer. That alone is devotion in itself. And it is enough. And you are enough.